So a white noisemaker, and you could probably pull that up, it creates a baseline level of ambient sound.
Was this first meeting in a skiff?
Yeah,
Or
in my building. Yeah, in my
Okay.
building. So here's the problem. When I wrote the book, I actually put those details in there. Unfortunately, the government redacted them, so I'm not allowed to say the specific location because
Right.
we're sensitive
Okay.
buildings. But they were in the NCR, National Capital Region. They were, I can say, very very close to Washington D.C. downtown. I can't say anything more than that.
So a rundown townhouse. It's a safe house, really masquerading for the CIA,
I,
basically.
look, you can fill in the blanks as you want. I personally
Oh,
don't.
I'm gonna be filling them in all day, Lou.
I don't look good in an orange jumpsuit, so I'm gonna mind mind my manners here. And so yeah, I went to his location after they came to my location several times. I went to his location. Again, another undisclosed location in the DC area. Looked like a normal building. It was not.
Mm-hmm.
And visited him. I think it was on the 10th floor. 10th floor, I think.
All right, that narrows it down unless you start Googling.
I know someone's going to be out there right now looking for all buildings that at least have that. It's got to be this one. So yeah, so I met him at his place, and then the rest, as you say, is history, I guess.
Yeah, and this whole concept of a skiff, though, this shit is so cool to me. Like, because you talk about it so nonchalantly because you're doing a lot of these meetings in these places, but essentially, these are they're like container ships that are like blocked out from the world so that no type of like counter intel can get in there or something. Like, do we just have skiffs like sitting in the middle of the hallways in the Pentagon? Like, how does this work?
We do. So think of this room that we're in here as a skiff, right? It's designed to be sound efficient, meaning that we can have a conversation like this and you're not going to get any outside noise from outside. Well, a skiff is kind of the same way, but in reverse. We don't want the noise in here being heard out there. So you
Right.
build a room that has been accredited to be a sensitive compartmented information facility, SCI facility. So you have 3 levels of classified information. You have confidential, you have secret, and then you have top secret. So think of like a rainbow. Well, at that top tier of top secret, there's several categories within that top secret. So you have top secret SCI, SAP, CAPS, and some other things. And so a skiff like you're showing up there,
Yeah, we have it on the screen right here.
and that skiff there is actually a tactical type skiff. So that's a mobile skiff. So they're built in a container, as you see there. They are soundproof. They're also RF proof, radio frequency proof. So you can't eavesdrop into a conversation. And those are portable ones. Now, not all skiffs are portable, right? That's really something that was built initially for the special operations community during right after 9/11, and you could put them on a boat, put them on a plane, and you could drop it off anywhere in the world, and you could do what you needed to do.
Yeah, look at the soundboards in there
Yeah.
too with Obama.
Well, and there's also white noisemakers. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
So a white noisemaker, and you could probably pull that up, it creates a baseline level of ambient sound to restrict people from, if they do happen to hear as a glimpse of a conversation, it confuses them. So those are white noisemakers, and you'll see those in the skiffs. And then you have shielding, because bad guys are really good at eavesdropping, and there's all sorts of ways to do it. Another one is to coat. Most skiffs don't have windows, but those that do have special coating on the glass. Because if you know what you're doing, and I'll be careful what I say here, there's technology out there where you can allow the vibration of glass and translate it into voice and sound and pick up on someone's conversation. So there are these things that people do in the world of espionage to try to collect information. Another very interesting program, which I can talk about now, it's unclassified. Type in the word Tempest and look at what Tempest means from a secure communications, and it will pull up. Type it, Tempest secure communication. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
And
Tempest,
basically,
can we click that first one, Alessi?
yeah.
Go ahead, Lou.
So basically, everything electronic gives off emanations, right? Cameras, this microphone, everything, a computer monitor. And so it's possible, if you know the frequency of the oscillations of certain things, and again, I would be careful of certain electronic equipment, I can see what's on your monitor, your computer screen, without ever looking at your computer screen. And so you want to prevent that by having your conversations and having your equipment in these skiffs, so the bad guys can't collect information. So skiffs are really, really common. They have to be accredited periodically, but really it's nothing more than a room like this on steroids. I mean, you're kind of like in a skiff yourself, except for it's the opposite. You're trying to limit noise from the outside coming in, or the skiff is trying to limit noise from the inside going out.
But you're telling me in like 2007, 2008, this was standard technology we had.
Oh, absolutely. It's older than that, brother. It goes back to the 70s, man. Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like DARPA's 50 years ahead, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you're doing all these initial meetings where you're getting read in with like the Jim Lukaskis, obviously.
Everything in a skiff. Everything in a skiff. Yeah. You go into a building, go through a door that's got a bunch of security codes. Then someone goes and says, okay, let me see your identification. Okay, you're good. Yep, you got the blue badge, which means you have a commensurate amount. And then if you go into certain, like a SAP-F facility, so if you think a skiff is something, try getting into a SAP-F facility. That's like a vault within a vault within a vault, right? And that is an obscene level of security requirements. And so I worked out of one of those.
They could kill you in there. No one would ever know it.
Or here. Yeah, I mean, it's hermetically sealed. In fact, some of these have. Well, I better not say. But
how often does that happen? Where they whack someone in there?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you, would I?
That's not a denial. To be clear, let's just get that for the record.
Truth be told, those are for our guys. We use SAP-Fs and we use skiffs for our own people. We don't. You typically, unless you have a security clearance, you're not getting into a skiff. I mean, you there's some exceptions to that if you're being escorted and whatnot, but for the most part, you don't get into a SAP-F unless you're read on, and you don't get into a skiff unless you've got at least TSSCI for the most part.
Got it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.